Welcome to FOH. Shoeless, because I'm not allowed to wear shoes in Ken's house
Because
today.
you came in with mud leaves up to your knees.
Shoeless. So, apologies for the socks, at least he's got shoes on. This week, Ramon got his Gigantes. EML September 14. Ramon Allones Gigantes.
Ramon Allones. Go on.
When's the last time you had one of these? Long time ago.
Long time ago, yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah, no,
but you love the size. You love double crown.
Absolutely.
You're a double crown.
Absolutely.
I was going to bring out something small today, and I thought, nah.
Save that for D.
He'll just. Oh, please.
I do.
Gorgeous wrapper.
Absolutely. And
Lovely
it's got a really.
tan wrapper.
It's got that smell, that sort of almost a sweaty character, but in a nice way. You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, geez, seriously.
What's nice sweaty?
Oh no, it's got that sort of almost.
Like Halle Berry sweaty, or is that nice, or what is sweaty?
I think pretty much anything that happens with Halle Berry is probably.
No, explain that. Explain
nice.
that, because I'm.
Oh no, you know, there's sort of a. It's almost like a human smell. No? Just that sort of,
No,
not funky or fungal or anything, but there's just that sort of...
I don't hang around funky fungal humans.
Okay, move on. It's still flashing.
What's your draw like?
Are we on pause?
No. What's your draw like? Spot on? Bit too easy?
I'm sure it'll...
Bit too easy?
I'm sure that once lit it'll fix up.
Perfect. Good draw. I'm just looking forward to it, guys. Very much looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Be back to you shortly. First third, Kenny, the rag. Ramon Allones Gigantes.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I was looking forward to it, but this is better than I thought it would be.
They've been really good for the last 12 months.
Oh,
a lot of our guys have been buying a hell of a lot of these, and for good reason. They're rich.
They are. And dense and velvety.
Fruity.
Yeah.
There's a real fruitiness in there.
Yep. Good structure, the whole thing. There's no harsh bits, no bumps, no elbows.
And normally they're a cigar you need to lay down for an extended period of time.
Yeah, well,
Not really.
no, not this one.
Not really.
I think this is just stunning. Yeah, I always thought they were decent cigars. I haven't tried one for a while, but I don't ever remember them being this good.
Yeah, well, they have been. They have been for some time now, and I just thinking 3 to 5 years away how good they'll actually become, because that fruitiness is going to intensify. I think it's going to anyway.
God, I need to win Gold Lotto.
Yeah, when you get look, Kenny's come up with a drink, people.
It's actually it is in one of the threads on the forum. Now, my mates at Four Pillars, we've got a couple of gins coming. We're having a little gin tasting. Well, I'm tasting gin. He's
Sippy.
pretty much looking at it. One of the gins they've made recently is from the Bartender series called Spiced Negroni. Now, I'm not much into cocktails, but apparently, I discovered from research, a Negroni is normally a third gin, a third vermouth, and a third Campari. Turns out I didn't have any Campari, so I did a little bit of research on the internet and came up with as close as I could get, and I think it's terrific.
Beautiful drink.
So a third of the Spiced Negroni, and wherever it is on the forum, there's a story about how they've made this gin and what spices they put into it to suit the Negroni. They did it with a bartender who won Bartender of the Year somewhere or other. A third of the Rosso Antico, however one pronounces it, vermouth. And then, because I didn't have any Campari, almost a third of Maggie Beer's verjuice, plus a few drops of balsamic vinegar and a few drops of lime juice, and an ice cube or two. And that's that.
Superb. Actually, it'd be great in summer, but even in winter time, it's got just a little bit of heat through it. It's lovely.
It's got a bit of spice, and
It goes well with the cigar.
It does. It's clean. It's fresh. It's
Try it, guys. Try it.
I'm quite stunned, actually. Feeling quite chuffed. Cam and Stu, brilliant. And we've got some others coming up very soon. I haven't. There's been no spoilers.
Look forward to it.
No, you don't. You're dreading it.
So for the first third of the rag, superb.
Absolutely.
We'll be back at the end of the second third.
Absolutely.
Well, second third, Kenny. Ramon Gigantes. Call it.
It's still going gloriously.
It changed. There was a real evolution in that between first and second third. It pumped up in power. It pumped up in strength.
To me, it's gone less fruit, more earthy tobacco richness.
Yeah.
Um,
Real mongrel. So a little bit of mung, but not without the hard edge. It's got some.
there's no elbows and knees or anything coming here.
What that change told me was simply that this has got more than 3 to 5 years worth of legs in there. It's got a lot of legs in this cigar, which I like. I like that.
Pretty excited about this.
Enjoy them now. You can put them away for a period of time. You're not going to be disappointed. And I love a cigar that you can go sample progressively, and know you're going to enjoy it. So it's one to keep an eye on. And look at this.
Yeah.
Ken poured me a glass of, what is it?
This is
Superb.
This is the Four Pillars Bloody Shiraz Gin.
Bloody Shiraz Gin.
And if you're interested in gin, this is really something you've got to try. It's an absolute cracker. All that is, that's it. There's nothing else added except an ice cube. That's what you get. They only made 250 litres, so it's not a big production. In fact, they haven't even got round to putting a label on the stuff yet. They sent me one. So you'd have to get on their website, beg for them, beg for one. They came up. They had I don't know. Can't have been much. Some Yarra Valley Shiraz, and they just put it in with their normal gin. The colour is, I don't know whether you can see it on this, but the colour is purple. And it's got, it's almost like that sort of young vintage port, very young vintage port character with gin, to me.
I'd love it. I think it's superb. In fact, I'd love to get my hands on a bottle or two of that. That is.
Well, you're going to have to get onto the...
Can I just get on to you?
Well, I can ask them.
I know, but that is... I hope it comes in general production, like serious general production.
Well, Cam,
Because
no point in asking Stu because he'll be off on holidays somewhere else around the world.
It is decadently good.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
It's seriously.
Yeah.
And look, that was a cracker. But the classy one is going to be the third. And we haven't even looked at their normal gin or their Navy strength
So we
gin.
had last year that Four Pillars won London gold medal for
San Francisco.
San Francisco gold medal, wasn't it? Yeah.
And there's a bunch of mates who used to, if you've ever seen the Donny Goodmack wines, though the guys behind that, they'd make a barrel or two of wines and mostly sell them to mates. And they were nice wines. And then they decided to get into some gins, which they've been doing out of back of a mate's winery somewhere, and now have set up, I believe they're setting up their own arrangement, based down in Victoria. Because it's gone so well, they're only small production, but gee, I tell you what.
But it goes well with the cigar too.
Absolutely.
It goes really well with the cigar.
Because it's got that flick of sweetness.
Yeah. It makes all the difference. Back to the end of the first,
Just
the last third.
Oh, that's just kicked up again. One of the things though, that's almost a toasty. This is wacko.
Oh, he's had a shiver.
I have had a shiver. One of the things that I do is one of the judges in the annual Wine Mag wine lists of Australia, and so you see all these wine lists from all around. Very few of these the good wine lists don't have Four Pillars. I mean, they have a wide range of things, but
they're all getting it in.
they're getting it in. Most of the top restaurants have got
Four
it on
Pillar
their list.
gins, guys. I know a lot of you guys are gin drinkers. Four Pillars.
You will have to chase them for these two, and the third one is a little more widely available, I believe, but you'll still have to chase it.
Back shortly.
Oh, this is good.
It's the last third, Kenny. Last third, and it has been good.
What?
It has been unctuous. It's been so superb.
You know what unctuous really means?
No.
Greasy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not my definition of
Someone,
unctuous.
no, I know it's not most people's either, but originally it meant greasy. Someone put me onto that once when I described something as unctuous, and they said, "You mean greasy? What are you talking about?"
Clueless, all right? Clueless.
Yeah. And apparently originally correct. Well, I looked it up. And
This has just got richer and richer and richer.
little problem towards the end with the lighting. That's the only thing.
Well, there's something. Yeah, but it has been a rainy afternoon, Ken. It's been a rainy afternoon.
I'm undercover.
Yeah, but the cigar picks up the humidity, and it's it's a double corona.
Yeah. Oh, look.
So it's going to absorb some of that moisture in the atmosphere.
Yeah, it might knock it back a point, but that's all.
Well, I'm still going to give this a 93, 94.
Oh, God, you're hard. This has to be better than that.
It's good, isn't it?
It
No,
has to.
I'd say 93, 94. The 96 upside. No problem.
Well, I'm sitting 96 at the moment, and had it not had those few points, I'd be 97 at least. This has got to be a 96 cigar. How much better? Because we've had a lot of 93, 94s that are good cigars, but they're not as good as this.
Thoroughly enjoyable.
I'd sit down and smoke another one immediately.
And it's the beautiful thing about a double corona. If you're going to invest the time in a double corona, you want it to be a brilliant cigar.
You do, absolutely.
It's got to be a brilliant cigar.
Now, look, I love the SLRDCs, and I've smoked a lot of them, and I'm still smoking them. But this is right up with the best.
Been a good afternoon, Kev. And
Excellent.
what are we drinking now? We're drinking the
we've moved
Four
on to-
Pillars.
This is the Four Pillars barrel aged. You can see the colour. On their recommendation, 1 drop of honey stirred in. 1 drop.
But again, it's got that touch of sweetness and touch of citrus to this for some reason. I don't know why it delivers that.
Yeah.
But it works so well with the cigar.
All of these have. And they're all
Gin
completely
and
different.
cigars. And
All
different
different.
types of gin. Yeah.
And these are, I mean, I'm not saying there's not other than Four Pillars. There's plenty of great gins out there. Wonderful gins. But gee, I tell you what, these have been good.
Well done to the boys
Oh,
to achieve that.
yeah.
What a great afternoon of tasting. What a great afternoon of cigars.
Indeed. In fact, the first time I tried this, I immediately got onto the distributor and ordered a couple of bottles.
Yeah.
Um,
Ramon, Allones, Gigantes. So EML September 14th.
these are boxes of 25 or 10s?
25s.
25s.
Yeah, 25s, but they're
For Australians, they cost $12,055.
and change. But no, we do a reasonable price for Aussies, as you know. We do our best we can. But if you can get your hands on a couple, great boxes. And this has been a good box, not a great box. To be honest, this has been a good box. It'd certainly be in our PE plus HQ range, but that's it.
Can you keep your eye out for a top level box?
I'll keep my eye for
The rest of you can line up behind, thank you.
But what a great afternoon, what a great cigar, great company again, Ken. And we'll see you guys next week. Look forward to it.
We haven't done it for a while, it's overdue.
Overdue. Cheers.